need to open it up to get the nutrition. And I like to make turkey and Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a Sam's Club grocery haul with you guys. So, if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm here with Adam. We got some good stuff today. We didn't get too much, but we definitely needed to stock up on some produce, like always, and some proteins and stuff like that. So we got some good snacks, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk through it. But starting with produce, something new that we got today. So I haven't had a kiwi in so long, and for some reason, these just looked and sounded good. So I don't even know if it's kiwi season right now, but I'm hoping that these will be a good 0-point fruit option that I can have. I like to have fruit after my meals. So I always have an apple after dinner, but a lot of times I like to have fruit after breakfast and lunch, and this will just be an option for that. I like to do strawberries and kiwis together, which we don't even have strawberries. I don't know why I said that, but looks like I'm gonna have to go to the store and get strawberries now. I do like to combine them with grapes though too, and just make like a little fruit cup. So we got some grapes, and actually we got 2 packs of them because Adam and I have also been going through the grapes pretty quickly. He eats them for lunch at work, and also when he's home, he'll eat them for lunch too. But he always prefers the green. I always prefer the red, so we just get one of each. It's a good 0-point option as well. Like I mentioned, I have an apple every single day after dinner, so they have had a lot more variety, I feel like, with the apples that they have there now. They did have Cosmic Crisp today, and I looked at them, but they looked really small, and honestly, I prefer to have medium to large size apples. So these ones were on the small side too, but I just always go for Honey Crisp. It's my all-time favorite apple. They're 0 points, and it always just satisfies my sweet tooth after dinner and helps me feel even more full. I got some blueberries for yogurt bowls, so I get those every time. We also use them sometimes for like pancakes or French toast, or sometimes I'll make a fruit bowl, like I said, with like the kiwi, grapes, and blueberries, and strawberries if I have them. But anyway, I got some bananas for protein shakes and for Adam to take to work. He just likes to have that as a 0-point fruit option. And then another thing I get every single time we go to Sam's, a lot of times we just specifically go to Sam's for this because this is always one of the best produce items I can find from there, and it's just their bell peppers. So I like that it comes with 2 of each, and they're always a good size, and I use them for veggie mix and different dinners to add to like eggs or pasta or pizzas or fajitas or tacos or chicken, whatever. Then we needed some cans of corn, so I just got this 8-pack. This is just golden sweet whole kernel corn. It's 0 points on WeightWatchers, and it's something that I like to use for different Mexican dishes. If I'm doing like a corn salsa or some type of like corn bean and tomato mix, that's usually something really easy that I can throw together to have with like Spanish rice and tacos or something. So we always need corn. I use it for a few other things too, but I feel like I always use the can for like corn salsa and stuff. Then we got this fresh ceviche, which is just pretty much like pico de gallo and shrimp, although it does have cucumber in there too. So it's like a fresh salsa with shrimp and then some limes, and we love this. We tried it a while back from Sam's, and now we get it like I'd say every other time that we go because we don't want to get burned out because it is a lot and we end up eating it in one sitting. But this is 0 points because shrimp is 0, cucumber, tomato, onion, jalapeno, I think cilantro, lime, everything in here is 0 points. We like to have this with tortilla chips or tortillas. I think we might be making like shrimp tacos with tortilla shells tonight for dinner, so that's what we're gonna use this for. And it's also a really good option for protein. So there are 2.5 servings in here. It's 100 calories for 1 cup, which is one of the servings, and it's got 16 grams of protein in that. Then speaking of tortillas, these are the tortillas I'm gonna cook up to have with that. So these have become our favorite. We buy them every time we go to the store now. These are just corn tortillas. For the serving of 2 tortillas, it's 3 points on WeightWatchers. You can have 1 for 1 point, it's 2 for 3 points, or you can have 3 tortillas for 4 points. So I love to use these for tacos. I usually use 3 at a time, or even just 2 for a quesadilla is really good. For 2 of them, it's 100 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 21 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 3 grams of protein. Another tortilla we really like, they were actually sampling them today, so we took a sample even though we know what they taste like. I think Adam scared the lady that was doing the samples though because he saw ahead of time that they were La Banderita, and so she asked if we wanted to try a low-carb tortilla, and he yelled at her. He was like, "Oh yeah, La Banderita." Okay, you didn't yell. We were like across the store though.
I was like, "I love La Banderita."
Yeah, and she was like, "What?" She had no idea what you were talking about. But yeah, we were talking about these tortillas because we knew what she was sampling and we like them. These are probably our favorite low carb option. So these are 1 point per tortilla. You can have 2 for 2 points. There's 60 calories for one, 1.5 grams of fat, 13 carbs, 12 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. So these can really help you to get your fiber in for the day if you struggle with that. Just one of them alone has 12 grams, which is a lot. So I like to use these for wraps, whether it's like a lunch meat wrap or like a turkey BLT wrap or eggs or something for breakfast burritos. These also work good for like enchiladas, quesadillas, different recipes like that. In my opinion, out of all the different low carb tortillas we've tried, these specifically taste the most just like regular flour tortillas. Then I got some eggs for 0 points. I love that Sam's Club has these pasture raised eggs. They are, like I said, 0 points and a good higher protein option. So for the serving of one egg, it's got 70 calories, 5 grams of fat, and it's got 6 grams of protein. Usually for breakfast, I will have 2 or 3 either scrambled or over easy with like potatoes or with toast or a bagel or something. I really do like to have eggs for breakfast because it's an easier way for me to get some vegetables in too. Usually I can add some veggie mix, but also it just helps to keep me a little bit more full because it's got a little bit of protein and I find eggs to be pretty filling. Before, when we were just buying the regular Walmart eggs, I would get stomach aches a lot of the time after I would finish eating them, and I didn't know if it had to do with the eggs or what, but we switched over to the pasture raised and these just taste so much better, honestly, and they haven't affected my stomach at all. So I really like to get these. It's a little bit more to buy these, but I always think it's worth it. Okay, another 0 point option. We got some cans of tuna. So I feel like we recently got this, but we went through it pretty quickly. This is just chunk light tuna in water. It is 0 points for a can. One can has 90 calories, a half gram of fat, and 20 grams of protein. Sometimes I'll just mix it with some light mayo or mustard and then some seasoning and use it with like crackers or cucumbers or chips or something. Or I'll spread it on a pita or a piece of bread or toast or something and make like a tuna melt. I also like to use it for tuna pasta because it's a good filling way to bulk up pasta. I can have a low point meal that's a pasta dish, especially when I use the tuna, because the protein being 0 helps to bulk it up, make it more filling. I add some veggie mix and then maybe a little cheese or something and it makes a really good dish. I got some Canadian bacon. So this is the 2-pack like this. Every time that we get this, I always say that I'll freeze one of these and then I never end up freezing it. We always end up going through them quickly. Sometimes it's because I make like breakfast sandwiches with them or we'll make a dinner with them. Like we like to do Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza bakes, which we don't have pineapples, so I don't know if we would do that, but even just like a barbecue pizza bake with this would be good. Sometimes I also just like to cut it up to add it to like scrambled eggs or like hash brown scrambles. But for this serving of 3 slices, it's 1 point on WeightWatchers. It's 60 calories, 1 gram of fat, 2 carbs, and 10 grams of protein. Then I got some 93% lean ground turkey. So it's just the Jenny O ground turkey. It is not 0 points on WeightWatchers. It's 4 for 4 ounces. But I like to mix up the proteins that we use just because it mixes up how the meals taste. It changes the texture and consistency and stuff. And I feel like it really does help to like just mix things up. So it is points, but it's also a good protein option. It's 170 calories for 4 ounces, 8 grams of fat, and 22 grams of protein. And with this, I like to make turkey burgers, meatballs, or just like taco meat. Sometimes I'll even just make like a meat red sauce for pasta. Okay, one of Adam's favorite dips. This is the Members Mark buffalo chicken dip. It's 3 points for the serving of 2 tablespoons and 60 calories. It's got 4 grams of fat, 1 carb, 1 gram of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. And sometimes he'll eat this with like chips or pretzels or cucumbers, but then other times he likes to spread it onto a tortilla and then add some chicken and veggies and make a wrap out of it. Every time we get to the section that has this in it, it also has the grilled chicken breast there, and we always debate between which one we're gonna get. So this time we decided on the pulled chicken. We usually just pick one or the other because we don't usually need both at the same time. We just don't go through it that quickly. This usually lasts us pretty long, and we haven't gotten it in a while. So it's the Members Mark hardwood smoked authentic pitmaster seasoned pulled chicken. For the serving of 3 ounces, it is 1 point on WeightWatchers. It's got 80 calories, 2 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 14 grams of protein. And this is one of my favorite chickens to use for mac and cheese or pasta. So sometimes at home, I like to make the Copycat Noodles and Company barbecue mac and cheese that I love. And this is the perfect chicken for that. Then I can just add some barbecue sauce and some like jalapeno pieces, and it is so good. So we use it for that. We use it for like chicken fajitas or tacos. Sometimes we use it for pizza bakes. There's so much you can do. And it just comes in a vacuum sealed bag like this. So it lasts long. This lasts till July 26th. And then once you open it, I think you have to use it in like 7 days or something, but we always use it for a bunch of meals in a row. I had gotten this a while back and we really liked it, but it took us kind of a while to go through the cheese. So that's why I haven't gotten it again. But I decided to grab it this time. It's the Arla, Havarti, and Gouda snack cheeses. So they're just little blocks of cheese, and The Havarti is 4 points for one. The Gouda is 3. The Havarti has 80 calories, 7 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein. And then the Gouda has 70 calories, 6 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein as well. I really liked these for snack plates. It goes so well with grapes. Honestly, I want one with these grapes right now. I might have that, but it's just a good snack option. Sometimes I'll also use it just like on a sandwich. I would cut them up or dice them into smaller pieces for like a bowl or something, or if I just want to snack on some cheese. Okay, some freezer items that we got. So this is a new item, I think. I recently saw it online. Someone had posted about it and I wanted to try them. I think they're supposed to be similar to like the Chick-fil-A grilled chicken nuggets. So they do scan as points. The last ingredient in them is oil, but for the serving of 3 ounces, it says it's 2 points on WeightWatchers. It's 110 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 16 grams of protein. And I just feel like this will be a convenient item, kind of like how we have the Tyson chicken in the freezer, the black pepper, and the blackened chicken. Although those are 0 points and this technically isn't, I guess, but I'm gonna try them and see how they are. But I think it would just be easy to add to different dishes, whether it's like wraps or salads or bowls or pasta even. I feel like this is just a good convenient item to have in the freezer. And then we've really been enjoying these Members Mark home-style boneless chicken bites. These are 4 points for the serving of 3 ounces. They've got 160 calories, 5 grams of fat, 17 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 13 grams of protein. We usually just air fry them, and we like to use these for like appetizer night or for making like a copycat Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito where it's got like the breaded chicken in it. That's really good. And sometimes we just use it for like bowls and stuff. We got some ahi tuna, so we actually just finished the bag that we had in the freezer, so that's why we got some more. I recently made it a little different and I cut it into like little cubes, and I kind of liked how it cooked up better that way, although it is really good if you cook it like this, the way that they show. But I usually just sear it in a pan after I marinate it with some soy sauce. For the serving of 4 ounces, it's 0 points on WeightWatchers. It's 130 calories, 1 gram of fat, and 29 grams of protein. So it's really filling and it's got a lot of protein in it, so that definitely helps. And like I said, I love that it's 0 points. Then in the freezer section, we also grabbed some True Fruit. So they had the milk chocolate raspberries and I passed on them. I was like, I don't really need those. And then I saw the dark chocolate peanut butter bananas, and then I couldn't pass on those. So we ended up getting these. For the serving of 1 ounce, which is about 2 pieces, it's 100 calories, 6 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 6 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. And that serving is 4 points on WeightWatchers, so they're pretty much like 2 points a piece, but they're pretty decently sized, I would say, and they've got peanut butter and a good amount of dark chocolate, so that's why I like those. Usually I just have 1 to 2 at a time anyway, and it's like the perfect sweet treat. Okay, the last 2 things we got. So last time we went to Sam's Club, we tried these mac and cheese veggie puffs, and we actually really like them, and we've been going through the bag kind of quickly, so we got these again. They're 5 points for 55 puffs and 140 calories. They have 8 grams of fat, 15 carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. And to me, honestly, they kind of just taste like Cheeto Puffs, but they're like air shaped. They're like little puff balls like this, and so I really like the flavor on them. It's got that like fake cheese taste, but it's really good. Then the last thing that we got was some like air, so we got the cinnamon bun flavor. It's also 5 points for the serving, which is about 3 cups. It's got 150 calories, 9 grams of fat, 17 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 4 grams of sugar, and 1 gram of protein. And this is a gluten-free option. It's so, so good. I love the cinnamon bun flavor. The pancake's still my like all-time favorite, but I do really like the cinnamon bun. This is just something that I like to have as a dessert or like a midday sweet treat. I kind of like getting the big bags. They did used to have the individual bags, but with the big ones, I could do less than a serving if I just want to like snack on a little, but sometimes it's hard to stop eating this. So be careful with it, but it is a really good snack and dessert option. That wraps up everything that we got today from Sam's Club. I'm happy with everything we got. We got some new things we haven't had in a while, and I feel like this will just help us to stay on track throughout the week. Again, we're still in the process of moving, so trying not to eat out and trying to just keep meals really simple here. So I feel like this will really help us for the week, especially with the pulled chicken and the ground turkey and stuff. We will have some good protein options to kind of build meals off of. So that wraps it up for today's video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.